And we are live. Dubs in the chat, on time stream, on time, let's go. The first snow of Pittsburgh had to change up the camo. Mike. Headphones, left, right, headphones. Indian model with insane standards admits she will be alone forever. Okay, she's pretty. I'll give her a 10.
There is a reality where I live this entire life without ever being married. Not kind of indifferent about the outcome. If I end up married or if I end up single, I'm not attached to either. I would be okay either way. The concept that really breaks intensity as you get older. Theoretically, you should be choosing more stable, healthy relationships. Those things aren't going to be intense and toxic. You just skip and not going to feel super passionate about a man ever again. Like, is it just me? I guess sometimes losing the loss of me ever feeling that strong an emotion romantically ever again. Been through too much, seen other people go through too much to have that viewpoint on loving it. And God forbid I end up in a boring relationship for the sake of convenience. Like, hell no, I'd rather be alone and have freedom.
So she doesn't think she will feel that passion anymore for relationships because she's been through too much, and she doesn't want a boring man. She would rather be single.
A few moments later, if I continue living my life the way I live my life right now, there is no way I'm ever going to be able to get married or have kids. Because first of all,
This episode is brought to you by brought to you by PlayStation. This episode is brought to you by PS5. And sponsored by viewers like you. Donate $1 to a Cash App. And don't ask no questions.
I don't leave the damn house unless I'm going to Hair Syrup or Target or Flight. You know, not at those places at the same time that I'm at those places. Men are providers. Men that are literally eligible suitors. With the variables in the equation right now, none of that is adding how I do you guys. I refuse to go on dating apps. I'm way too paranoid for that. I think it's unsafe. I think if you're a man on a dating app, you're already a G or I hate you. I can't meet some of your mutual friends. I have like my 2 close friends. They're international. At this point, do I just need to ask my parents to start matchmaking? Like,
Yes.
I want to get married in the next 5 to 10 years. With that being said, like, how are we gonna make it happen, babe?
Well, that was her first thing. Like, she's putting stipulations on men. If you're on a dating app, you're a cheater. No, you're not. It's not. Where'd you get that from? If you're on a dating app, you're here to date people.
If how are we gonna make it happen? Even if I were to be engaged or have a man, like, you need to go to work every single day. Like, I don't want you in my space all the time. You also need to have your own bathroom. I just have a lot of requirements.
Yes, we can all see that. So she wants Prince Charming.
Hey, everybody who carries a pocket knife is a murderer. No, I'm pretty sure they just use it to cut some string.
She also has a multiple ring, but she doesn't think she will feel that same passion about relationships anymore because she's been through a lot. She also has to have his own bedroom and not be at home at all because she can't stand somebody occupying her time. It's so easy, I'm sure. You will find Prince Charming, man. Just wait 5 to 10 years, as you said.
And I just don't know if the requirements add up to a real person.
They don't, man. They don't.
Yes, of course you can come over and sleep over. Let's get in my bed and cuddle up while I'm wearing my boyfriend's t-shirt. I need to work it on.
That should start Dale and have to work his way out. Absolutely.
Okay.
Bad idea. Because it's like,
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
You do, in my opinion. You do, and it should be treated
Oh,
as
I'm not mad at that.
I just think
She's a t-shirt.
Say every woman should start in the kitchen. Just think about that.
Right, so that even when they're out, yeah.
Hey, man. Grab me a beer, 4 stars.
Sure.
Thanks. Here, another one, 4 stars, hurry. Just trust me, hurry. One more, please. Right, it's gonna start.
She starts bitching.
Thank you so much.
Are you really just gonna sit around all day and chug beers and watch TV?
See, there it is. It started.
Serious question. You're one of the 3 having basic disability trauma. You know, your grandpa stormed Normandy was like half along and like trench foot. You'll be okay.
True.
Actually, my friend told me that when her man doesn't text her back, it gives her abandonment issues.
Then you shouldn't be friends with that woman anymore, man. What?
Then you need to see therapy. So why are you more anxious than a dog if somebody doesn't text you back? I'm saying you have a life, live it, live your own life. Y'all aren't attached at the hips. Y'all not Siamese twins.
What are you doing?
My ex threw fists. You know what that gave me? Reflexes.
There she is. My beautiful girlfriend. I don't know what I did to deserve. God, it's the woman in my life.
Okay, so I've made videos about her before, so she actually found a guy. Okay, good for her.
What's
Your
that face?
beautiful face.
He's so nice to me.
She's so pretty.
Are you taking something?
Oh my gosh, she's so sweet. I feel sorry for the guy. Just look at her face. She's so sweet.
Perfection. Just beautiful.
It was 24 hours. Oh yeah, one man, I'll do that. Millie will date a girl with a kid. And then I meant to date another guy.
Oh, that's not true, man. There are lots and lots of simps that will date a single mother.
But the person said that. And then he told me, no, that's not true. But a man doesn't want to date a girl who's slept with a lot of guys.
Yeah, man.
That's true. Man doesn't want to date. I don't want to date girls. And
So you're also
she slept more than three ninjas. I don't want it.
a single mother, and you've also slept with a lot of guys, okay?
3 hot dogs been between them hot dog buns. I don't want it.
Feminism isn't about hating men. It's about equality. No. Since the beginning, feminism has been about hating men. In 1918, an anonymous suffragette author piece called Advice on Marriage to Young Ladies. Do not marry at all. Avoid these type of men. Don't expect too much. Men are trash. All single men suck. Feed the brute. It's a great way for them. And then it compares men to dogs. The conclusion says don't get married at all. For those who are saying feminism is not anti-man or anti-marriage, literally it's been that from the beginning.
How to get the worst husband in just a few steps.
I mean, men aren't like dogs. Like, we admit that. That's why when we call a man a dog, he barks. It's like, yes, we're like dogs. We're simple. We want to eat. We want to screw. That's it. We want to screw, bust nuts.
And he's talking to me, and everyone else starts to become noise.
And he's talking, and all of a sudden, like, I just,
Like, you knew this tidbit of information when you started messing with a man. You should have acted accordingly. Here's a little blow up doll, a S doll. You know what I'm saying? Go knock it out in the corner. Here's a S worker. I paid for her services for the night. Go get you some. And then she would burp at the end. Burp, burp.
still hear anything.
But then I swear, guys, when I met Landon, immediately I thought we want to a family with this guy.
Oh my gosh, that is a person that I'm gonna have to.
Here's my cousin from Germany, and you know them Germans is kind of weird. Her and her husband want to first watch us and then join. And then there's a point where they dip Canadian maple syrup all over everybody involved. I don't know. It's some weird German custom, and it has to be from Canada. Something about their trees gets it's good lubricant. I guess that was what I don't know. I can't. I'm having a rough translate this German.
Children with, and that is a person I'm going to marry.
And I'm a person, I'm very
Do I think the show's falling apart? Yes, the show's falling apart. I'm not talking about none of this relationship.
sensitive, so I feel
feeling. It's like this inner knowing.
Like literally the first day we connected and started talking to each other, we couldn't stop talking about marriage. We couldn't stop talking about starting families.
He's like, yeah, I would love to have kids one day. He's like, you know, maybe in the future.
Yes, the first day before he found out a bunch of stuff, he's like, oh, I don't want to have a family with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? The first day, you got a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? Talking to anybody. I'll say I'll marry anybody the first day before I didn't found out. She leave the toilet seat up. She lift her leg up like a dog and pee from the side. And she, you know what I'm saying, all over the place. I'm tired of stepping in pee puddles. Could you have better bathroom manners, ma'am?
Or, you know, and he goes like, we'll start family.
You know what I'm saying? He found that out the second day. You know what I'm saying? And I thought we was going to get married.
I know, like I feel it. You know, I feel family.
Yes, man, we all know you don't think, you just feel. Yeah.
For us.
All these things. And if you used to tell me, Liz,
I feel nothing. I take heavy hugs with a D, and I'm numb to the world. I feel nothing. What are feelings?
when you meet that right person, you're gonna want that.
But she said, when you meet the one, or when you meet someone that you're meant to be with, you skip the
All
date
right,
phase.
all right. So Indian model with insane standards admits she will be alone forever. Okay, there was a model at the beginning. The first 2 minutes, she was pretty. I give her a dime. I'd say somebody could take a picture of her wearing some clothing. Oh, put this clothing on and take a picture. It's the standards. That's the entry level of modeling. Hold this brand. Hold this can of brand name and take a picture. Oh wow. So okay, she was a model. Her standards was high. Usually when they say their standards are high, I remember them saying some high standard stuff. I don't remember her standards being high. I do remember her saying she'll be alone forever. I think she led off with saying, I'm gonna just be alone forever. It's kind of like the first thing in her mouth. So, the whole premise of this video, 2 minutes. Indian model, yes, she was a model. Her standards was insane. I guess was probably tuning her out. And Indian isn't Asian. Couldn't hold my interest. Admits she'll be alone forever. I mean, it was kind of like, yeah. I'm chasing the boogeyman and Sasquatch. I'll never find them. I guess I'll be alone forever. I was like, yeah, you kind of chasing something unrealistic.
Also told me immediately when we hanged out in Santorini,
In Santorini.
I knew you were gonna be my wife. He's like, I became so protective over you already. I knew this was my wife.
Went from like meeting each other to being like, we're married. How soon into your relationship did you get pregnant? Like 2 months. It was so quick.
By the way, guys, now they're just single mothers.
I'm with my girl, and today we have the English Words Challenge.
Okay?
You read that?
Incomprehensible.
Nice. Okay. Wow.
I know what it means.
All right. All right. That's the second one.
Arachnophobia.
Arachnophobia. Wow. You're on a roll. You're on a roll. Okay. She's on fire. Now, come on. You can read it. Is that first one? Soft. Okay. How about the next one?
If she cheats on you in those types of situations, while externally she may be thanking you for the fact that you took her back and did not involve all this chaos into her life, the reality of the situation is in her mind she's always going to be like this guy. What cheated on took me back. I'm dating the guy who gets cheated on and takes back women.
Yeah, he's a simp. Women don't like simps. Stop being a simp.
I'm sitting there talking to the guy who leaves hard eye emoji.
As soon as she takes another pickle, it's over. Like,
One of the girl's comments on her Instagram photo of her showing her bubble. I'm not telling you like, I'll do it. I'm not judging you for that. What I'm saying is, as men, when you give away attention.
in my younger days, I would say, okay, she cheated. I would just string her along. You know what I'm saying? Keep having fun. Never take her seriously. But now it's like, oh, you did this. Straight to business nowadays. Oh, sorry, I gotta leave you where I left you.
Break it, lowers your value just like a
I gotta leave you where I met you.
That's that concept. So whenever I talk to a girl, I want to talk to her. She has a master's degree. I'm focusing on that. If she came out the house, I'm focusing on that. Something other than the idea of the house basically driving chicks.
How it feels knowing I own a home at 23 thanks to 250,000 men, okay?
Yes, the comments on this video are full of men losing their minds. Yeah, I get it. She's bragging about owning a house at 23 thanks to 250,000 men. It's infuriating. But here's the thing. She's just one girl, and 250,000 men made that possible. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe you never spent a dime on this stuff, but someone did a lot of stuff.
There are so many simps in this world. Why would you pay a woman to see her only simps? Why? How desperate can you be? Why? You're the problem. This is what I'm telling you guys. Simps are the biggest problem.
Not the problem.
This didn't happen in a vacuum. This
It's not me.
you
Y'all are the problem.
Your peers are helping to build. Men
This
have
ain't
the
me.
money, but right now it's being wasted.
She'd have been broke.
Only if they have the platform to be. So maybe it's time to stop building.
The feminization of everything, females taking over universities, that's a very worrisome thing because females on average are less rational thinkers. They are more prone to one of the 5 big psychological traits, which is neuroses. And they have not been the ones who gave us civilization. They were...
Just think about this, guys. There is a term describing women that act a certain way. Karens. There isn't the equivalent for men. Just think about that.
nurturers, that is their comparative advantage.
Kens or something.
And maybe peacemakers as well. I don't know.
Are you oppressed as a woman?
Yes.
How so?
I guess wage difference would be a good example. Being viewed differently and being viewed as
Is she oppressed as a woman? No. She has a face full of makeup. Like, woman, you walked into a store, had money to pay for the makeup and fake eyelashes and your hair done a different color because I see the roots is, you know what I'm saying, black. It's not your hair color, so you had to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? You had to go to the salon, pay $300-$400 for the lady to do that, straighten out your hair. There's foreign countries that another country just blew up their building. They living underneath the rubble of the building. You know what I'm saying? There's women trapped underneath concrete right now. They're repressed by concrete and missiles and bombs and bullets. It droops. There's women who ain't allowed to vote and you know what I'm saying, ain't allowed to show their face. That's oppressed. Do you have freedom to make your dumb choices?
dumb or less intelligent simply because I'm a woman or a young woman.
How do you know that you're being viewed in that way because you're a woman? Maybe you'll say dumb stuff. But maybe that's why people view it that way instead of it being because you're a woman. So he's asking what's the distinction between maybe you're saying dumb stuff versus they see it this way because I'm a woman.
Because I know if men were saying the same stuff that I'm saying, they would be respected.
No, when men say
They wouldn't. They don't get the pretty privilege to just, you know what I'm saying? I be knowing when women say stuff, dumb stuff. Like, yeah, listen, I let it in one out there, in one ear out the other. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's pretty, I'm gonna tolerate this. I'm kind of ignoring it.
say stupid
I'm
stuff,
kind of forgetting what she's saying as she say it. You know what I'm saying? Just because if I really focus on the words, I'm like, what is this? What's going on here?
I make fun of them. I call them out. I call them thieves. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I hate stupid people. So it doesn't matter to me. If you say something stupid, I will call you out on it.
If a man was saying the same stuff, I wouldn't respect him more for saying it because he was a man. And I would actually go a lot harder against what he was saying. You said that you do.
Yeah, it's very small.
So men who do make a fraction of what women make up as. Would you say that men who do are oppressed because there's a wage gap between men and women? Is it due to sexism?
Not really
Supply
like
and demand.
So why is it supply and demand when women have an advantage, but when men have an advantage in some field, it must be evidence of sexism,
Or the patriarchy.
the wage gap, and patriarchy?
no.
Where are you from?
Serbia.
How's dating different in Serbia as opposed to America?
It's different because
Nah, me not knowing nothing. A Pittsburgh boy coming from a little town in a big I don't know nothing about Serbia. All I would think of Serbia is they use some like wifeable like 1950s. When I hear Serbia, I'm thinking like I don't know, is a country, is a place, a city, a town, wherever is just stuck in 1950s and all the women is in the kitchen with aprons and all that.
You here have some phase in between that you call dating. So me and you now can go out for 6 months. We are acting like we're in a relationship, but we are dating.
Serbia sound like a old Fallout town. The Fallout video game. Fallout 2172. I don't know. I didn't play the Fallout.
In Serbia, that doesn't exist. If you're going out for some time, you're already in a relationship. There's nothing in between. So there's no dating. And when I came here, that was the first surprise for me.
It's the same here. You can't be dating for 6 months and then all of a sudden, well, we weren't in a relationship. No, that doesn't happen.
When she said Serbia, I thought of like Fallout 1950s. They don't got like, I'm not saying they got like nuke Fallout shelters or stuff, but like, you know, everybody's in suits or something. I'm thinking like real old timey. Don't know. I'm just a Pittsburgh boy living in. I don't even know this song,
So we are not together, but we are acting. We're doing everything the same like we're together. That's the difference.
So there's no talk
but I know the dun dun dun.
stage, no preliminary. It's if I meet you and we go out, we're together.
No, there is a talking stage, but as soon as you pass that boundary with someone,
Yeah, if you go on multiple dates with somebody, it's clear that you like them. It's clear that you keep going on dates because you're in a relationship with that person or you want to be in a relationship. You can't go out for 6 months and all of a sudden say, well, we weren't in a relationship. That doesn't happen.
But I think in Serbia, or whatever she says she's from, I'm thinking like they still, whoever we went to Cold War with, I don't know, they didn't go over the Cold War in the history books, so I know nothing about the Cold War. So I'm thinking whoever we went to the Cold War with, I'm thinking Serbia. Serbia is like still stuck in like Cold War era. Like they're still, you know what I'm saying, bombs is going off, they building shakes while they're making a cup of coffee over a candle. So I think of it Serbia. I don't know.
with someone, we have to define that.
Let's take a trip to Serbia.
Or we are done. Like there is no in between.
Prove me wrong.
meet my son. Welcome, make yourself at home. This is my roommate, and also my escort. Welcome, make yourself at home. We have one of your teams. Welcome, make yourself at home. This is my best friend. I get a little short.
I'm super shocked. What's your sign? I'm a Cancer. Super social, don't be. Love God, make yourself at home. You know you're the first black guy I've ever dated. Do what you say once you go left, you have to go back. Welcome in, make yourself at home. No, there's no, make yourself at home, please. You know, I had a really stable father growing up. He was there through all of my. Welcome, make yourself at home. My birthday's next month. I'll finally be 18.
Where do you came from? What's your age?
26.
Is it a red flag if a man wants to go 50-50 on the first date?
Yes, hell yes.
Why is that a red flag to you?
That's the question.
Going 50-50 on the first date is should be standard. It's like, yeah, we have potential of being in a relationship, or we have potential of leaving away from this complete strangers. Well, I guess we're not strangers anymore. We're strangers who know each other, who've known each other. I don't know. Ex-strangers, I don't know. Strange people. Stranger. I talked too much and I forgot what I was talking about. So, paying on the first date, 50-50. We're just meeting each other. We're filling each other out. Maybe I wasn't vibing with you. Maybe the other party wasn't vibing with me. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to pay for all that, whatever. It shouldn't be like, as, what's the word? Like official. Should be more loosey-goosey, you know what I'm saying? More relaxed. Like a cup of coffee. It's like, yeah, I paid a little $125 for a cup of coffee. You got $125 for a cup of coffee, and we sit and we, you know what I'm saying? It's cold outside. We got a fireplace, chit-chatting.
Yeah, why is it a red flag?
That shouldn't be a question. It shouldn't be. I could do a whole podcast. Yeah, honestly, I could give you.
They want equality only when it serves them. That's why you shouldn't even ask questions like these.
Like a scripture about it.
But why is it important that he pays for the first date the first time?
He should be able to say no, as if like he is a provider. Like I'm gonna take care of you. We're going on our first date. Like I think that's very important. No.
I mean, like, men, like, didn't mind doing that. 80 years ago, you paid for the first date, and and she was your wife, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you pay for the first date, and you never see the woman again, you never hear from her again. She blocks you, she ghosts you, you know what I'm saying? You never see her again. You bend the corner, she sees you, and she ducks and hides, like, out of the movies, like, you know what I'm saying? This is like, she's an invisible person. You go the rest of your life never seeing her. Because she literally ducks and hides from you when she sees you. She moves out of town, changes her name, and gets reconstructive surgery. Reconstructive. I forgot a syllable or a vowel. I mean, like, why is it, like, such a big deal? Oh, no, not 50-50, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to go to, like, the most craziest, expensive place on the first date. If they go to, like, some cheap little throwaway, spend $5, you know what I'm saying? At the Chinese spot, you know what I'm saying? Get some little, you know what I'm saying? Yum chow and some rice. $5, you know what I'm saying? Meal. You ain't got $5 to throw away on a date? No, she want to go get the luxury, whatever the most exotic, rarest animal is, costs $20,000, and then wrap it up in steak, and then wrap it up in gold, edible gold, or maybe it's not edible, so it just stays metal the whole time you ingested it. Non-edible gold, just wrap it up around it. $50,000 meal, and then you have to pay for that. Yeah, the first date, he put a whole house down. And I blocked them the next day. They take so much joy and pride in saying that. Then he got blocked the next day. 50K down the drain. I need some sound effects for that. Would it be like a sound effect and like an L would pop up on the screen or something if I had visual effects editors or whatever it's called.
So that when a guy wants 50-50, she has a peak. That's why
Just imagine it. Just put your imagination caps on and an L was on the screen.
Talking to women seems scarier than it is because women are funny, intelligent, thoughtful, dynamic creatures. And when you talk to a woman romantically, it forces you to size yourself up.
Can you see the baby minds? Yep.
Whereas men are so easy to please, aka. So, that's why it's if you're a woman thinking about being a woman, do it because it forces you to come to terms with yourself and grow.
I mean, like, we say we're simple and dumb. Like, women, like, hear that men are simple and dumb, and then they, like, reject that and don't accept that and then try to overcomplicate it. It's like, no, it can't be. It's not that simple. They're manipulating us. They're thinking so much. They're trying to outthink us and get in our brain and make us. No, we must fight whatever they say. If they say go right, we must go left because they're manipulating us into thinking. It's like, no, we're simple. We just want to eat a sandwich and go to sleep.
talking to women, but it's also because I'm so like, because they're so smart, funny, dynamic, and we want to impress them, because women are impressive.
Ah, yes, men.
I will goon one out and go to sleep. Don't worry about that crusty sock in the corner. Why is it collecting dust and it's so stiff? Stiffer than a dead body. Stiffer than a paraplegic.
The emotional house plant.
That's sock in the corner. Don't worry about it.
Constant riddles and strong metaphors to keep us on our feet. So for this response, I'm actually going to share a little bit of advocate lore for you and reveal that I have actually dated both men and women in my past before getting married. So I have a unique experience here. First of all, women can be just as simple as men, and when they are, it doesn't equate to stupidity. And men can be even more complex than women, and when they are, it doesn't always mean extra depth. Sometimes it's just a drama with extra steps. Next, what's the
Maybe it's just people. Maybe it's just humans. Humans humaning.
idea that a relationship dynamic is only exciting and worthwhile if it's complicated and high maintenance?
Because they don't want to be with the nice guy because the nice guy is boring. They don't want a boring relationship. They want the bad boy that keeps them on their tippy toes. That's the problem.
How many times do we have to tell you that what you think is boring might just be reliable? What you keep calling simple might just be clear communication. What you call easy to please might just be grateful and appreciative. And how many times do we have to tell you you're not going to be picked over someone else by putting them down? This whole video just sounds a lot to me like, how did you choose him over me?
For me, it just shows that she has an IQ. But because she has an IQ, she can't see past that because she thinks she's very smart when she's saying that. She can't see from other people's point of view that what she's actually saying shows that she has an IQ.
So much more interesting and funny. Meanwhile, maybe the man she chose over you demonstrated an equal respect for both sexes, and that's what she found attractive. Something to think about.
I've been married for more than 15 years.
Congratulations.
I have been in a side relationship that my husband recently found out about. How can I prevent
For
my
the
husband
streets.
besides you? Well, first of all,
Can you hear her? How can I convince my husband to let me keep the other guy?
So I'm hearing that in real time. I'm mad. I guess she said 15 years, which is one. I'm mad. I wasted 15 years. 15 years down the drain. That's my first thought. Sad dude. Ooh, she got sad dude cooties on her. Been bringing that home every night. Ooh, don't want to touch her no more. We going straight to the divorce. There's no nothing. Divorce. That's it. Divorce papers.
first of all, you need to change that convinced word to manipulate.
Ooh.
We're not gonna play those games right now. You took a vow. You took vows. You stood before God or whatever it is you believe in and said that you were going to love this man. It's sickness and through health, for rich and for poor. You said that you committed whenever you took that vow. You committed to be there even in the hard times, even in the times where you were not fully emotionally fulfilled. You still took on that position to say that I'm going to have those conversations. I'm going to communicate. I'm not going to breach the trust in this marriage. You lack marital integrity, and if you lack marital integrity, you lack integrity as a person as well.
Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
She's a heavy set woman. Like you know what I'm saying. She don't even got the integrity to like. She don't even have the integrity to not eat. I think that's like a mental disorder. Some people who be obese is overeating. So hey, maybe eat less in proportion. Maybe don't eat a whole plate. Eat a half a plate. And go for a run. Go look up in the dictionary a word called fasting. And the many ways to do that. You don't have to eat all the time, every day. You could go like one day without eating. You could set a clock for 24 hours. Now fasting, you like don't drink water either, but like I think you should drink water. Fasting is like food. When I say fast, like fasting is like food fast. But hey, if you wanna, you know what I'm saying, water fasted too for like a day. I wouldn't do that for too long. I think only 3 days and you'll die. So hey, 48 hours at champ. 50 hours. Oh, we're pushing it. Lower risque. Alright, feminist couldn't believe she got punched in the face. Yes. That made my rock hard. That made my pebbles rock. That made my pebble rock. that made my pebble rock hard. There you go. You can say that. It's finally sinking in for her. Oh, that's like 1,000% chance of video. Well, hey guys, which video you think you guys want to watch? The one where it's hitting her. Husband came home unexpectedly to find wife doing this. Ooh, probably cheating. All I see is a motorcycle in the back. She's hitting a motorcycle. Motorcycle would probably belong to the man. So I guess the man was cheating because she would be hitting the motorcycle in anger because he's cheating, because the party's cheating. This is just my thought process. Men, more men are deliberately choosing singleness, women are ... Okay, place your bets. Which video do you think we're going to pick? You already know. 1,000%. There's never been that high a percent ever before since the PlayStation 5 of PlayStation. I've had every PlayStation. There's been 5 of these things. I'm an OG. I've been out since the 1. Before the 1, there was no PlayStation. There was nothing. It was, hey. And then there was PlayStation one day. Alright, kids. Alright, kids. Get off of Grandpa's lap. Story's over. Oh, Grandpa, we love the PlayStation 3. Stolen again, Grandpa.
Keep seeing with a lot of women today, especially the younger ones who already have a divorce under their belt. You know, the marriage did,
Which is crazy that there's like...
Tell us the story about the internet, Grandpa. You were around before the internet. Oh, another day.
22.
Another day, little Timmy.
With divorces under their belts already.
make them happy. And
Alright. It's finally sinking in for her. And in the first video is a man who maybe looks like a therapist. He has like a therapist background wall or something. Like, I don't know. If you like, if I walked into this would be like the therapy room. That's what I'm trying to say.
because the husband failed, but because nothing ever seems to be enough for them. And then when they get back out there, even genuinely good men still don't feel right. You know, there's always some vague feeling they're chasing
Therapy or like a hotel.
that never actually shows up. And for some, even the divorce itself, right, the big
Hotel
reset
lobby.
built up in their minds falls flat. And if you look into the paradox of female happiness, you'll see that since the 70s, their self-reported happiness has fallen off a cliff. In fact, we're now living in a time where men's reported happiness is actually higher than women's. And before the 1970s, that was not the case. So
Yo,
sit down.
happy AF. I've been running up a bag and blowing a bag. Woo! When I get that urge and scratch that itch, look up something for free. The naughty work, and I scratch that itch.
The more we progress as a society, female contentment has progressed.
I said I wouldn't talk about dating life on here, but I feel like I cannot be the only one who feels alone in this. Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously, perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point though that that's the problem. Like, there's just nothing happening, and I just feel no spark.
Back in the day, you just had your memory. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that girl, you know what I'm saying? She dropped a can of corn in the supermarket. And that, you know what I'm saying? The can of corn aisle. She dropped the can of corn and bent over. You just had to, scrunch your eyes really hard and commit that to memory. And then go home. And, you know what I'm saying? Your mother's Vaseline out the cupboard, the closet, you know what I'm saying? Where she keep the towels and the ish. You know, they had to get in the top shelf, knocking ish over. Get that Vaseline, you know what I'm saying? Your mom's favorite sock. Hey, what's that sock, Christy?
What do they want? They want this extravagant...
Your moms know what's going on. Your mom do the laundry, bro. She noticed them crusty socks. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Go in the bathroom and pre-wash them socks.
noble sacrifice to be able to just even see them, get to know them before even love them, or we've been together for a certain amount of time. No, you just want it off the rip. Like the dwarves just going into the mountain and fighting friggin', the dragon or whatever, the beast to try to save Snow White. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Because I feel like it's just me.
Your mother doing your laundry, she see your boo-boo stains and she see your crusty socks. You know what I mean? Go in the sink like you in prison, it prepare you for prison time. When you get in a big house, this is comfortable. This is I already know this. Washing clothes in the sink seems so familiar.
Me. I'm going out with really accomplished, interesting people, and I feel nothing. I feel like I'm just another girl. Like I'm one of a million. There's just nothing special about me. Probably not presenting that great either. Not like that sparkly or interesting or like dynamic at all. But I'm just so depleted.
Okay, so this sounds like the wall symptoms. Nobody's noticing her anymore.
Out there.
A little.
I didn't need to find them anymore. Listen to Maisie Neely's book today. For all the hardships she had, she just kept going and kept dating and kept seeing people, and I admire people so much to have it. Not because I just don't have it in me. I was safe and I thought it was
Just a quitter and a failure or something.
done. And like having to do this again. This feels like work every time I go on a date. It feels like so hard.
So this woman has in fact been divorced. I've seen her TikToks before. She's quite open about it, shocker. And this story here just corroborates that she has a hard time feeling content, right? Feeling pleased, feeling happy. And specifically as it pertains to men, always feels like something's missing. Oh, it's not enough. Where are the sparks? Where's the connection? Where are the butterflies that I felt for my crush? My first crush when I was 14.
So she has ultimate woman syndrome.
So apparently these guys can be handsome, great prospects, well accomplished, normal, not weird. And yet, for this woman who has to put on a lot of makeup just to be willing to appear in public, these guys still aren't good enough. And you'll notice listening to her and so many of these other women that I've mentioned in the past, that when a woman is like stressed, when she's just feeling like she's had enough, she makes it very known. So she huffs and puffs, and anyone in her radius gets to experience her stress as well. And they just all seem to be so damn tired. They're all so tired.
Exhausted.
And, I believe that's a response to stress and pressure. And I think it's why we see a decline in their self-reported happiness since the 70s.
I mean, if women lived such a very mundane, easy life before, and now they have to think about all the troubles of the world and defending themselves and making money.
It's like they had more drugs in the 70s.
Stress women didn't have to deal with before, so I can see them not being happy about it.
Just not great at handling all this pressure that comes with maternity. You know, at one point I worked with nurses, and the majority of my encounters with the female nurses were awful. I had no issues with the men, but the women made it a point to, again, huff and puff, throw around attitude, and radiate stress and passive aggression. They wanted everyone to know just how overwhelmed they were. And what stood out to me was the clear difference in how the men handled, you know, those same duties and pressures. They were calm, steady, polite, compared to the emotional chaos that the women brought with them. And, you know, women are also self-sabotaging, right? Pushing for divorce at insane rates, thinking the grass is greener. And
I mean, self-sabotaging and sabotaging each other, Nate, right? Because it's not just her sabotaging herself, it's all of her single friends and all the people around her telling her to be single also.
Insisting on being Miss Independent. And then acting shocked, right? When the pressure...
Self-sabotaging. I'll have to write that
one thing I
down.
think women consistently take for granted is kind of the stabilizing force that men bring. I mean, as long as he's not, you know, some male feminist type. But there's just something naturally grounding about masculine presence. But because that positive aspect of men is never highlighted, you know, instead they're told men are bad, women don't appreciate it. And so they don't recognize it until it's gone. And they also forget it's crucial for children, too.
Bad man ting.
And so I say all that
Men are bad. Bad man ting.
She seems like she's breaking.
Yeah.
Like she's spiraling.
Nate, that's so many women that we're covering nowadays. A lot of videos that you see women spiraling out of control in their mid-30s after divorces, after, you know, losing most of their eggs. They're just freaking out.
And I know she's divorced again. Seen her TikToks before. I know she doesn't have a stable man in her life. And to me, you know, she's breaking down on camera. That's not normal behavior. And for a lot of these women, I mean, we've seen a lot of them do it. And I just think, you know, looking at that study or survey or whatever, talking about the paradox of female happiness, I listen to her and I hear her and it makes sense. It does. And I think about all the, you know, the new stress and the new pressure these women are facing. It all kind of adds up. And then you start adding up, or you start including how so many of these women, you know, they break off from any man they potentially have. Not all of them, but a lot of them are the ones initiating these divorces. There's a lot of feminist propaganda being preached and then talking about how men are bad. And as I mentioned, there's never talk about positive aspects of men. Like, yes, they
Never, right, Nate? That's why I'm talking about the same thing. You never hear, oh, men help plan things, they help, you know, make women's lives easier. They do so many things for women. They take care of women. Like, we never hear any of the good ever from any type of media source other than from ourselves, from our own niche here in the red pill / male sphere. Is, oh yeah, men do great things. We sacrifice ourselves greatly for the good of the betterment of society and women. But no, women are just bad, men bad.
stabilizing force in your life. And they're not told to even recognize that. And so I think they don't recognize it ever, perhaps until it's gone. And, you know, they start to break like her.
I just signed the final decree for my divorce, and after a year and a half of this shit and tens of thousands of dollars later, that had to be the most anticlimactic shit I could have ever expected. It truly comes down to you, a big pen, the notary, and some paperwork stapled together. All the fanfare, all the excitement, all the planning for weddings. It's so easy and fun to get married. It's hard and long and expensive to get divorced. And then apparently it's also boring at the end too. Don't get me wrong, there's been plenty of drama throughout
You're expecting fireworks at your divorce?
the entire experience. So like the moment I've been waiting for, the moment so many people in my life have been waiting for, and it's just like the flattest feeling ever. I'm not sad. I'm not mad. I'm just like, that.
It's like, I don't know, it's what it is. Like, people, like, grow to resent each other. Like, in the beginning, they love each other. It's happy, just get married. But then something, it just wasn't compatible. They grew to hate each other. And here we are.
Just to get divorced because everybody wants it?
It's just another fucking Monday afternoon, I guess.
Well, I mean, what did she expect? Balloons dropping from the ceiling, confetti, everybody coming around cheering you on. You did a marriage, and it didn't work.
I mean, like, I don't know nothing about marriage, but if you would have told me divorce, I probably would have imagined, it's probably just paperwork stapled together that you sign. I probably could guess it. It's probably a white, heavy set guy with glasses. It looks like the guy from The Office or the movie. What's the movie where he's like my stapler? The stapler guy who's like, can I have my stapler back? It looks like him. All right, I talked too much in that. I forgot what I was talking about.
That's a failure. There is no achievement. At one point, you had a wedding, you said your vows, celebrated the love you claimed to have for each other, and now here you are. This isn't something to be proud of. And yet, right, I've seen plenty of women act like divorce is something to celebrate.
I graduated.
You know, they'll post photos, raise a glass of freedom, frame it like it's some empowering milestone. And for a lot of them, strangely, it's treated like it's like a rite of passage. Like you're not
I was describing the office. So like office, file cabinets, that guy at a desk who looks like the guy from the movie. It was like an Office movie. They messed up a fax machine. Like they slow motion was crushing a fax machine. And there's a guy who's like, "Can my stapler, please?"
Is part of the sisterhood?
No, he's right. Like I said, that like women's that is expected after a marriage.
That's the guy I'm picturing behind the desk. It's like who hands you this divorce papers and you sign your name on, I don't know, 5 to 10 pieces of paper stapled together with a staple in the corner. And on the last page, there's a line at the bottom, and it's probably where you sign your name.
Having a divorce, and it's,
I've never been married, never been divorced. Probably just nailed it.
marriage is
There's some divorce ninjas in the comments like, yeah, that's exactly it. Looked exactly like the guy from the movie he's talking about and everything.
until you got that first divorce under your belt. It is bizarre, but that's the culture. And honestly, I could tell she fit that mold and belonged in the sisterhood, the modern sisterhood, if you will, the moment she started dropping F-bombs every other sentence. And it's not a compliment.
It really
Part of
isn't.
that group
I'm also a potty mouth myself, so.
at all. And the thing is, all that
I
celebration.
love the spicy
is
words.
informative. Once the camera shut off, the likes taper off from the Instagram post, and the group chat goes quiet. She's left facing the reality of what she did. Just like this girl sitting in that kind of flat, anticlimactic kind of emotion. And sooner or later, she'll probably reach the conclusion she should have never left in the first place.
It's true. We see so many videos now of women regretting their divorce. They say, why did I even leave in the first place? I was unhappy, but not that unhappy. I was unhappy because I thought I could do better, and ended up not being able to. Most people usually can't think better than who they marry and who they have kids with, majority of the time, especially women. For men, we can upgrade, downgrade, depending on, how much money we make and how well we take care of ourselves as we age, right? For women, they're a little more limited on those things. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Really appreciate that. And you guys, ciao.
Okay, it's Tuesday show, no notes. Thursday show, we got the notes. Haven't been taking notes. What am I, like 2 in a row, 3 in a row? 3 strikes, you're out. Try to get some notes, and I'll take at least one note. I'll take a note about something. There will be notes Thursday, unless I'm distracted. I don't know. It's a lot of time from here till Thursday. Who knows what could happen? Life. Okay, the first one, I actually remembered them exotic women. It can't just be like a regular Caucasian woman. Don't remember. They just fade out of my memory. But it was an Indian woman. I remember that. Indian and Asians. So we had an exotic woman. She was talking. I don't remember what she was talking about. I think she said she's the problem. She might have said that at some point. Don't remember. Didn't write down. There's no notes. I could have wrote that down in the notes. See, there's a note right there. I think she said she's the problem because her standards was too high. And there was a couple other things. The title of the video. I don't have nothing on that video. So she was hot. She probably just needed a little average ninja, you know what I'm saying? Who's crushing it, doing some computer stuff, whatever. Hey, I do this on the computer and I'll make, I don't know, whatever her car of choice is, whatever her fancy car of choice is, I make that type of money. Like an average looks guy, average looking kind of guy who's makes a decent amount of money, above average money, probably enough money of 3 men. One guy who's worth 3 guys, probably, but he's average. Cause she's hot. She probably wants like some other ninja who's hot, who ain't got nothing going for him. The models in Calvin Klein, you know what I'm saying? They just be in the jeans with no shirt and no shoes on because they really broke. You know what I'm saying? After they rap, all right, that's a wrap. That's the shows, and the shoot's over. Everybody go home. They still look like that, just in them jeans and barefoot. He got a hitchhike. Hey, give me 50 cents for this bus, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they dress like that. All the cologne commercials, you know what I'm saying? He on the beach, the rocks, the part of the rocks with the boulders, everybody be climbing on the boulders. He on it with the shirt off and just the jeans, and the jeans is ripped. And he putting on the ocean spray. By who else? So-and-so. Get it this fall. Alright, we got the shots. Hey, bro, you gonna put on the shirt? You gonna put on the shoes? Nah, man, this is how I'm rocking. Alright, back on topic. It's finally sinking in for her. So divorce. There's a lot more details missing. I would have put in the title, divorced. Maybe single mom. I don't know if she's a single mom. She got kids. She didn't say nothing about kids. So just, I don't know, maybe would have put in some more of them details. Divorced single mom. It's finally sinking in for her after 15 Tinder dates and nothing happened. She can't make nothing shake. Future cat lady. I don't know, like whatever. I don't know. What was she talking about? I don't remember. I remember her face, what she looked like. She had a lot of makeup on and stuff. Like she just like left the club or something, or the bar. I don't think she put on that makeup just to shoot the video. You know what I'm saying? Make the talk tick. T-O-C tick. They say talk tick in the caption. Singing in her. But this is the Philly Phil Twitch Show. Philly Phil Twitch Show. I'm Philly Phil. This is the Philly Phil Twitch Show. Catch you Thursday.